Okay, here's the next part, the Battle of Fawn Castle. Alright, here's the intro.
After defeating Liu Bei and conquering the Jing province, Yuan Shao leaves behind a garrison and heads back to his capital. He needs to reorganize his army for his next campaign, the invasion of Wu. As if on cue, Guan Yu, a rogue officer of Liu Bei, suddenly launches an attack on Jing. Having escaped from Changban alone, Guan Yu has enlisted the aid of Sun Quan in order to attack Fan Castle and seek vengeance for his lord, Liu Bei. Surrounded on all sides, the soldiers of Fan Castle desperately try to defend against the siege. Upon receiving the reports of this attack, Yuan Shao personally leads an army to rescue his isolated troops. The fate of Fan Castle is in the hands of Yuan Shao.
Alright, before we begin, I just want to clarify exactly what happened. If you read my newsfeed on my channel, well, it wasn't the videos that were corrupted, like the game videos, it was the audio itself. And I even tried post commentary, and well, it just wasn't the same. It wasn't the same at all. So I decided to redo this part you're going to be watching now, as well as the last 3 parts for Yuan Shao's Musa mode, as well as the entire Zhu Rong's Musa mode all over again. And don't even ask how I managed to pull all this off. There might be slight changes here and there, but let's just say some of it I had to redo most of the Musa modes I did in the past. And there's some parts where, you know, I just had to just go with it, unfortunately. And it was really a bit of a struggle to figure out what I was really going to do with this. So, and it was either that or deleting the first 3 parts of Yuan Shao's Musa mode that I did. And, well, I'm not going to do that because they're up and I'm going to keep them up. So it's just you're going to see little weird things, and yeah, I'll point them out once we go. But anyway, let's continue. The equipment, the weapon. Ironically enough, throughout the entire Musa mode of Yuan Shao's, well, the Musa mode that I did that you won't see, I actually haven't even unlocked the level 3 weapon yet. And it was actually a crazy Musa mode, so I mean, let's not talk about the past, but part of me is really upset that this wasn't up. Well, this I won't be able to edit it because it was actually really funny with my reactions and everything, and the reactions are just not the same. It's just not. Anyway, the items. I think the only blessing in the silver lining to all this is when I did Zhurong's Musa mode, I actually failed to get the item in Yuting. So I guess I have that second chance in getting it. But everything else we have here, you know, the bodyguards, everything, I actually maxed them out again, got everything the way it was. Had to go through every single video, which was annoying to get the bodyguards the way they are. But the equipment, we actually have obtained the Gale Bow. I actually accidentally unlocked it when I basically turned my, what was it? During Lu Bu's Musa mode, I actually made them archers, and I accidentally unlocked the Gale Bow. So, yeah, just because we have unlocked the Steel Bow in the last part, I'm gonna stick with it, and I won't use the Gale Bow until we actually unlocked it. That way it'll be within reason. Anyway, and you're gonna notice the points at the bottom are gonna be a bit strange too, because, well, basically I had to redo Yuan Shao's Musa mode just like I said, and, well, one of the parts got really screwy, but we'll talk about that during the battle. Anyway, the conditions. If you have played Fawn Castle and Dynasty Warriors 3 version, not the Extreme Legends expansion, obviously, if you play on the Allied forces, you know that Guan Yu is the enemy commander. But this time you have Guan Yu and Sun Quan. So it's to defeat both of them to win, and if I die or if we run out of time, we lose. So, yeah. I mean, it's a little bit different. Unit info. Also, if you remember the flood scene, if you play on Shu's forces, Peng De and Shu Huang drown. If you play on the Allied forces, it's just Peng De. Well, this time it's Zheng He that's the Peng De in this battle. And not only that, you could actually prevent the flood attack from even happening, but we'll talk about that during the battle. Anyway, yeah, so let's do it.
rain is relentless.
However, if the rain lets up, the enemy is sure to press the attack again.
Hurry! Zhang-He! We will be there soon! You must hold strong. Just a little while longer.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is defeat Gan Ning. And hopefully this time I won't get crushed by a Musu attack the first attack he does.
They call me Gan Ning of the Bells. Let's play.
Well, at least it wasn't a Musu attack. Alright. Alright, quit shielding.
Sorry, gotta go.
Alright, so we're going to continue on. I don't know why I was going the wrong way for. And we're going to go down and defeat the next general, which is Guan Ping. Which leads to my, well, the next thing you guys want to talk about is the flood attack. How to prevent it. Simple. If you look at the timer here, if it reaches 23 minutes for the time remaining, so we have 7 minutes, and if that actually goes through, then the flood attack will happen and Zheng He will drown. However, if we defeat Guan Ping, we prevent the fire attack. And almost immediately after, if you defeat Guan Ping, Lu Meng will appear. And I don't know what will happen if the flood attack happens. I do not want to know. Once it's uploaded, I don't care. But as of now, I do not even want to know what would happen if the... I mean, obviously I know Zheng He drowns, but I don't know what else happens. And like I said, I don't care to know until the day I actually upload this video, which should be hopefully the same day as I actually am recording it. But, you know, we'll see what happens. So a bit frustrated with the whole corrupted audio microphone problems, files, whatever. But you know the saying, shit happens. So all right, here's Guan Ping.
Lord Guan Yu, we shall join you in this fight.
You call this a battle of warriors? What? More?
Alright, so we prevented the flood attack. And yeah. So we're all good for now. Alright, so next thing. The dim sum. The dim sum's location is basically exactly where Guan Ping will be located if you played the regular battle Fawn Castle. All the way down here. Alright, so now we're going to go up and defeat Guan Yu. And then after that we have Lu Meng and Sun Quan to worry about. Also, before I even forget, there are 2 item and weapon box locations in this area. And it's basically the same spots as you would find them normally. But, I mean, when it comes to Extreme Legends, you know, some will appear where, you know, there'll be some that will appear differently, but most of them are usually the same. I think one difference that I recall remembering was Mountain Bandit campaign. I don't think there's really any other difference. I mean, I gotta recheck again. It's been a while since I actually, you know, actually grabbed items from any of the other battles that I missed. But, yeah. Anyway, here's Guan Yu.
In battle, I answer with my blade.
Yeah, that is not happening.
Defeated an officer.
I haven't failed my brothers.
Alright, so that's 1 down, 1 more to go. Alright, these archers gotta go. Well, that's one way to do it. Oh yeah, also, if you guys realize that my bodyguards are actually attacking now, even in the failed recording of it, failed footage of it, lost footage, whatever you want to call it, I actually had these guys attacking, starting from this battle to begin with, so I guess I just totally forgot when I actually had them on an attack when I actually redid this, but, yeah, it's just still not fun that I had to redo everything. I totally lost how many points and KOs I had, so I said screw it. I mean, there's a lot of complicated processes that I had to go through, and yeah, hopefully it won't be as bizarre. I mean, you know, the things aren't that off in comparison to the last part of the Musa mode, so like I said, the first 3 parts will be yeah, the first 3 parts are basically from one Musa mode I did, and from here on out is from a completely different Musa mode. Anyway, here's the Musa wine. One thing I want to remind you when it comes to that Musa wine location, if you do for some reason want to allow that flood attack from even happening, you need to make sure you grab that Musa wine before that 7 minutes is up, because if you do and the flood attack happens, then you will never be able to get that Musa wine for the rest of the battle. And yes, that will suck. So, and also, if I'm not mistaken, I think I grabbed one too many Musa wines and dim sums with the Yuan Shao's Musa mode, because I failed to get an item and I just automatically to yeah, apparently
I have nothing against you, but this is war.
yeah, apparently when I tried to get the Seal of Darkness, I actually failed to get it. Don't know why, but, you know, it's not that I failed to get it. Once I went inside, it did not show a valuable item has appeared. So I had to redo Guandu, and automatically I just grabbed the Musa wine and dim sum. It's just automatic for me. And, yeah, so I have an extra dim sum and Musa wine
Shall we begin? On guard.
yeah, I have an extra thing of both right now, so that's another thing I wanted to point out. Now, let's defeat one of these 2, because, you know, having 2 of these guys is a problem to begin with. Alright, quit shielding.
are stronger than I expected. Don't lag behind.
All right. Next is, I know Lu Meng has a sub officer. The question is, where is he? Yeah, if you look at the unit info, he has a sub officer. I'd rather find him first. I think he, yeah, there he is.
I have defeated an officer.
All right, so there's another one down. And then Lu Meng. Battle Axe will definitely help in this area.
I have defeated an officer. I cannot die, not until Wu is secure.
Don't lag behind.
Alright, so we basically taken care of everybody. Only person we have left is Sun Quan, and we're going to take care of him very soon. Just going to take care of these crossbows first. Alright. I thought I killed all of them.
Splendid.
Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Alright, so next is Sun Quan, and then, yeah, hopefully I can get this uploaded as soon as possible, because it's been too long. And not only that, rather get it done with now than later, because the date right now is technically February 1st. So let's see how long it takes for me to do this, the editing part. Ah, man.
Those who oppose the Sun family will die.
Alright, here's Sun Quan. Only person we have left. Alright. He's halfway, well, almost halfway down. Ow, ow. That's not funny. You know what? Let's just charge up my Musu gauge and then continue from there on. Alright, so far so good. Let's fill up my Musu gauge again. Hopefully he does not get health back in the process. And I just heard some type of health go up. Twice. Alright, so it's not that bad. It could have been worse. Alright, if I do this, we should be fine. Or not, because he flipped himself back up. Alright, let's try it. There we go. See ya.
Father, am I not strong enough?
And that's a win. Alright, so if I had to compare it to the lost footage or the lost video, then it actually went a lot smoother than normal. It even took less time. First time it took 15 minutes, now it took 12 and change. Well, almost 13 minutes. So, yeah, much better. Alright, now let's see what we've gotten here. Weapon. Okay, so apparently I get the third weapon after. Alright, I don't know why it took so long last time, let alone, actually, I didn't even get the third weapon the last time, which was really bizarre. Anyway, I'm gonna keep everything the same. Alright, so Dragon Amulet we already have, bodyguard weapons. Okay, so everything just gotten a lot better, but I actually have gotten a much better Gale Bow, so we're gonna stick with that. And bodyguard items, speed scroll, shell armor, no. Nothing special. Alright. So pretty much in comparison, everything was pretty much the same except for the third weapon for Yuan Shao. I have not gotten that. It was basically second weapons throughout the rest of the Musa mode. Because I usually have that weird luck of doing that. I did that with Lu Meng. I did that with I forgot what other Musa modes I did. Yeah, I just can't think of the top of my head. The biggest one was Lu Meng. I think Jiangwei was another one up until the end. And anyway, our KO count is 120, which is not really good because we only got 72 points. We kept all of our bodyguards alive, which is great. And we defeated everybody, which is great. So, yeah. And obviously the points are different because, well, I did not know how many points I started out with. So I combined a little bit of the Musa mode and the Musa mode and free mode because I actually failed to get certain I failed to get the Seal of Darkness, so I had to do it again. Like I said, this is a completely different data file I'm using, so yeah. And like I said before, when it comes to the special items, I think the only thing that I'm a bit relieved on that I actually get to do over is getting the item in Zhurong's Musa mode because I actually failed to get that. Because, let's just say a random general killed one of the two people that I needed to kill to get the item. So, anyway, we're gonna save. Yeah, so I think that's the only thing that I'm a little bit relieved on because, you know, I didn't get it there. Obviously didn't unlock it here because, well, yeah. Anyway, you've been watching my gaming adventures, and I'll see you for the next part. And hopefully this will be up on the same date, February 1st. Let's see. Peace.